Yes, guys, we're back and we are live. We are back and we're live. It's Panama against Croatia. Let's see what happens in this game in the group. Obviously, obviously not good. Obviously not good for England. It was a poor performance. It was such a poor performance. But you know what? A point is better than no point. We take the point, and yeah, both teams have 4 points. Both teams have 4 points, and we have the easiest game in the group. So it's not the end of the world. We're now gonna watch Panama against Croatia. Let's see what happens there. But yeah, it happens, man. It happens in football. It happened to Spain and it's happened to England. It's happened to Spain. It's happened to England. But yeah, I mean, we got away with one. We absolutely got away with one. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Panama, Croatia. You do expect Croatia to just keep the ball and break them down. Let's see. Guys, one thing I think I'm gonna have to end this live and start it again because I've got an issue with the setup. Oh, do I? Let's see. One thing we do here is we just keep it real, and they should have had a penalty, and we should have had a red. Like that is the truth. It is the truth. Lucky, lucky. Gordon is bad. Gordon is so bad, and it's the second game. Like, at what point do you say enough is enough? At what point do you call it quits? Honestly, at what point? At what point do you say, you know what? He's played twice now. Both times he's underperformed. Rashford and Saka start every game from now on, and we have a chance. Tuchel's fault, not game. They robbed Ghana as always. Mark Gay said Tuchel never let him know what he expected from him in the game. I mean, what we saw is definitely not what we. Okay, guys, apologies for that. We had an issue and it's been taken care of. We fixed the issue and we're back. Panama, Croatia. And I am absolutely baking. It is so hot in the UK. So hot in the UK. Might pass out, honestly. It is just too much. It is too much, and that was so poor. So poor from England. I have to be honest, it was poor. We got a point. We got a point. Spain, listen, let's not forget. Spain did draw with Cape Verde, and there's still a game left in the group. We still have Panama. We are going to smash Panama. Let's be honest. We beat them in, what was it, 2018? Well, no, it was 22. It was 22. Or was it 8? No, it was 18. We beat them in 18, 6-1. We'll do it again. So Rashford, who's played all season against low blocks and tight spaces in La Liga, we don't play nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how on earth Barcelona paid £69 million for Rashford, for Gordon when they had Rashford. They had Rashford. He won them a league. He will help them win a league, and they've got rid. It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense at all. But here we are, Gordon every single game. England was so bad. Kane missed pretty much an open goal. Pretty much an open goal. But it is what it is. We drew. We get a point, and if we're being completely honest, Ghana get robbed. Ghana did get robbed. I have to be honest. What I do here is I just say it as it is. Pickford should have been sent off. I don't know what Pickford was doing. He came out. If you come out, you have to win the ball. He pulled out of the challenge and clattered into the striker. But like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. And then should have had a penalty. I don't think it was offside. It didn't look offside. Honestly, it didn't look offside. When they showed the replay, it didn't look offside. Let's see. I want to see this back. I haven't seen it back. I haven't seen it back. Let's see. Is it offside? I'm literally going to search Ghana offside. I think that's the best thing to search to see if it comes up. He's not even off. Is he? Let's see. He's not offside. He's not offside. And it's a penalty. And it should have been a red card. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Harry had a stinker though. Do you still think this is the team for us? Yeah, I think we're still going to win the group. But this is going to happen again in the round of 32. In the round of 32, it's going to be a poor team again. Well, not a poor team, but a team that's third place in their group. And it's a case of trying to break them down. And it's going to happen again. It is going to happen again. Can't play like that. Too many midfielders. You don't need Rice and Anderson. You need just one. One is enough. One of those midfielders is more than enough. You don't need both. You really don't. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We get a point. Ghana get a point. Ghana deserve a point. Ghana absolutely deserve a point. They defended from the very first minute until the very end really well. How many chances do we have? O'Reilly, Kane in the same move. I mean, both should have scored. I mean, Kane definitely should have scored. And Saka had a long shot with Gordon. That's it. That's all we had. That's all we had for a, what, 100-minute game. 100-minute game. That's all the chances. I have a question. What do you mean the games will be at the same time tomorrow? So, for instance, let's see what the first... What is Group A? Is Group A Mexico? It is Mexico. It has to be. So, tomorrow... So, as in, once this game is done, there'll be one more game. And then, for us, it will be tomorrow. I'm guessing for you guys, it will probably be tomorrow at that point as well. Group B kick us off. There'll be 2 games at 8 o'clock. There'll be 2 games at the same time where everybody in the group plays at the same time. And that will basically be 2 hours, then that group will be done completely. Then it will be Group C, 2 hours, all 4 teams play, that group will be done. And then so on and so forth. But that was an absolute... God. Thank you for the follow, Billion. But yeah, it's about to get real crazy. Because in the groups, especially in groups where it's tight and they play each other, let's see what group that even is. Is there a group like that? Mexico have won it. Canada or Switzerland, one of them are going to win it. Brazil, Morocco, Scotland. Brazil, Morocco, Scotland. It could happen. Very unlikely. US have won. Germany. Who do Germany play? Ecuador. Ecuador can't catch them. Doesn't make a difference. So it's not there. Netherlands, Japan, Sweden. Might happen. Probably not because Tunisia are poor. Egypt. So Group G, anything could happen. Group G is definitely one to look at. H, I just can't see. Spain draw. I mean, Spain draw and Cape Verde win by like 4 or 5 goals. It's unlikely, very unlikely. And then the other one's France. It's just 2 groups. 2 groups where it's... And Colombia. Listen, if Colombia win, but then DR Congo would need a win and need Portugal to lose. We'll see. We'll see how the groups play out. Did England qualify? No, England did not qualify. England did not qualify. And I think right now, what is the best result here? Probably Croatia win. We'll beat them. If they win, they'll be on 3 points. We'll be on 4. And then we just beat Panama. We'll finish top of the group. Goal difference as it stands, we've got +2 goal difference. As for Ghana, they have +1. That was a shocking game. England have qualified tonight. Have we qualified? Let's see. Have we qualified? Ghana, if they win their next game, yeah, England have qualified. England have qualified, but in what position? Let's fight. It's going to be first. It is going to be first. It's just such a disappointing result. It's a disappointing performance. It is a really disappointing performance. We sat there and we watched it for what, 100 minutes, and what did we create? Pickford should have been sent off. Pickford should have been sent off. I'm picking Panama for this one. Do we watch it? No, I'm not streaming the game, guys. I'm just doing a watch along. Shazi, it was such a bad game. Prediction for this game, Croatia to keep the ball for about 80-ish minutes, 85 minutes, and just break them down. Croatia know this game for them is huge. They need the 3 points. Their final game in the group is against Ghana, and look how Ghana have defended against England. Croatia are going to keep the ball, and they're going to move it around. And I expect Croatia to get the job done. It's just goal difference. They are not 100% qualified. They could have played all night, and they wouldn't have scored today. Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. It was such a poor performance. Midfielders weren't great. Forwards weren't great. Harry Kane has missed a great chance. For Bayern Munich, he puts that in the back of the net, but for England, he has smashed it over the bar. But yeah, here, Panama, if they lose, Panama are out. If they lose, Panama are out. They'll be eliminated from the competition. Let's see. Will Croatia win? Will Croatia win? And let's be honest, guys, if Panama win, Croatia are out. So whoever wins knocks the other team out. Whoever wins knocks the other team out. Wow. Yeah, loser of this goes out. Loser of this goes out. I think Harry Kane kicked the ball back home. It's such a bad finish. Disappointing. It was a disappointing game. For as good as the first game was, this second game was absolutely... I don't even want to swear. It was shocking. It was a shocking game. I don't know if neutrals enjoyed it. I don't think anybody enjoyed that. Nobody enjoyed that, that's for sure. Let's see what happens here. Hopefully we get some goals to make up for it. Let's see who wins. Let's see who gets knocked out. Modric is there. Kovacic is there. Perisic is there. They're going with the players. They're going with the experience. Can the Croatians do it? He was passing it for Peter Pan to... Harry Kane absolutely blazed it over. He's right in front of goal. Like, right in front of goal. And Pickford should have been sent off. They should have had a penalty. We are lucky to get a point. We are lucky that we didn't get a red card. Pickford is lucky he never got sent off. Yeah, whoever loses is knocked out. Whoever loses here is knocked out. Won't be at the World Cup anymore. I mean, they'll play the final game, but it will be for pride and not for anything else. A tap-in being sent to the moon, unforgivable. That's a lie. What's a lie, Notorious? Finnish Ronaldo has the same amount of goals as supposedly the best striker in Harry Kane. I mean, Kane's got 2 against Croatia. Pickford was outside the box, by the way, but defo a red, yeah. It was 100% a red card. No, the penalty is a completely different incident. That's the problem. Like, Ghana, like, they're going to look back at that game and they're going to say, how on earth did we get neither of the 2 decisions? Because Pickford should have been sent off, and on top of that, they should have had a penalty. We've got away with it. We have got away with it. Let's see. What are we going to see here? What are we going to see here? Like, I'm just being honest. The penalty was from a counter-attack. Konza takes out one of the Ghanaians, and they said offside. He doesn't look offside. He doesn't look offside. You know what? We're lucky. We are so lucky. So lucky that we get a point. Let's get the scores. Game started. Let me get the scores up. There you go, guys. There's the scores. But yeah. Yep, it was a poor performance. Thank you for the follow, Eddie. Guys, is it lagging for you guys? Is it still coming home? Thank you for the follow, Shazia. Is it still coming home? We will see. We will see. What if they draw? If they draw, they're both still alive. Because Croatia would then have a point, Panama would have a point. They'd need to win against England and against Ghana. England and Ghana. Let's see. Let's see. I'm not lagging. Okay, great. England are lagging. Yeah, England were lagging. England were lagging. Pickford should have been sent off. And obviously, they never mentioned it at all. I mean, did they even look at it? I need to look at this online because you're not going to see anything in the news. Oh my word. I'm looking at it, and the offside is not offside. The offside is not offside. The penalty is a penalty, and the red card is a red card. We have got away with one, two, three. I don't know how many, but loads. I don't know how on earth Pickford didn't get sent off. Oh my god. Bad day at the office. Bad day at the office. But it is what it is. Spain drew to Cape Verde. So us drawing to Ghana is not the end of the world. It's just disappointing. The performance was so bad. Oh, Panama shot. Croatia clear for a throw-in. Does Croatia win? Let's see. Ghana got robbed. Ghana got robbed, I'll be honest. They did. A red card and a penalty at least. But it is what it is. Thank you for the follow, Victory. Sometimes a game like that is what England needs. Argentina lost, yeah. 22, Argentina lost to Saudi, and then from that point onwards, beat everybody. But yeah, let's see. I know the one thing that has to change. Gordon is one thing. But going into a game like that, you can't have Anderson and Rice with Bellingham. It's got to be either Anderson or Rice and Bellingham. That has to change. It absolutely has to change. Anderson and Rice in a game where you're going to have all of the ball is not it. That change has to be made. Next time we play, I mean, Panama is going to be the same thing. When we play Panama, it's got to be just one of those guys. Just one. It's on the England players not good enough. Yeah, the players were poor. But it happens. It happened to Spain, let's not forget. It happened to Spain. Who's the next? Nah. It's too early for that. Too early for that talk. Who got man of Jude Bellingham got man of the match? And what has he said? Exactly. Like Jude Bellingham he's literally said it. He's spot on. Jude Bellingham says, "I didn't deserve man of the match award. In my view, it should have gone to a Ghana player. 100% it should have gone to a Ghana player. It definitely should have gone to a Ghana player. Why on earth? How on earth did Bellingham win man of the match? It should have been one of the centre backs. It 100% should have been one of the centre backs. It's not the keeper, it's the centre backs. Centre backs headed away everything. The keeper, how many saves did he make? The keeper made 2 saves, one from Gordon from distance, one from Saka from distance. The centre backs headed everything away. How has Jude Bellingham won man of the match? I don't know what Bellingham did in that game. I mean, nobody did anything, but when you look at those centre backs, it should have been Opoku should have won man of the match. Opoku, Mensah, Adjete, or Sanaya. One of those guys should have won man of the match. It should have been one of the defenders. Jude was bad. Yeah, it had to be one of the defenders. Fellaini, like they headed everything away. I'm not playing the game. I'm not streaming the game. I'm just doing a watch along. It's free to stream online. The keeper with the strong hands are why England didn't score. Thank you, Cam. Appreciate it. What did you make of that game? Yeah, I mean, it should have been one of the Ghanaians. Definitely one of their centre backs. They headed everything away. How can, like, if you go into a game against a team, realistically, they have better players in pretty much every position, you're going to defend. And if you end the game without conceding a goal, given that the other team has had all of the ball, put in crosses, tried everything, not scored, one of your players has to win man of the match. It has to be one of their centre backs or fullbacks. But I think centre backs, the centre backs headed everything away. They headed absolutely everything away. But yeah, Ghana get a point, England get a point. Ghana, I just can't believe what we saw. Can Croatia get a goal? Whoever wins is alive. Whoever loses in this game will get knocked out. Loser is knocked out. If there is a loser and it doesn't end in a draw, they will be out, eliminated next from the World Cup. Can Ghana win the group? I think it's unlikely because they play Croatia. I don't think they beat Croatia. They're probably going to do the same thing against Croatia, where they park the bus and just defend, and maybe late on push and try and get a goal. Norway will win the World Cup. England ranked 4 and Ghana 73rd in the world FIFA rankings. Ghana won't win World Cup. Spain or France probably will. I think it's France. I want my £6 back for what, Will? What do you want that back for? Who is winning this game? Croatia, I think. We played, yeah, pretty much. Oh, you went fan zone. Maybe they get lucky and score in the end, though they were very unlucky today. Already enjoyed this game more. This game, there's a lot on the line. The England Ghana game was different. It was different because both teams had 3 points. Here, if you lose, any mistake could be costly. It will be costly. If you make a mistake and you don't equalize, you're out. A red card, bad decision, mistake, anything, you're in trouble. There's a lot more at stake here than there was in the last game. Last game was really, it was just about the top qualifying, really. Qualifying and the top 2 spots. And I think Ghana getting that point, you look at them, if they don't get beaten by Croatia, who I expect to win this game, will finish second. Ghana will finish second. England game was horrible to watch, just frustrating and not good enough. It was so poor. We have 3 midfielders in that midfield where we don't need Anderson and Rice. Don't need Anderson and Rice. I think at some point you just got to put Bellingham in the 8, put Rice in the 6, and just start one of the other players. Rodgers, Eze, somebody. But you can't do this whole Anderson Rice against the team that is going to they literally kept everyone on their half for the whole game. The whole game. Can't do that. We cannot do that. Thank you for the follow, Alfie. Some win for England that us people doing up World Cup routes with 1 game played. I mean, this is the second to last game of the second round. So the game after this, once we've watched that, it'll be the 3rd round of the group where everybody plays at the same time. Pickford makes me nervous. I'm not keen to... Pickford should have been sent off. Kirsty, I'll be honest. He should have been sent off. So lucky. I don't know how he didn't get sent off. Pickford comes out and he pulls out of the challenge. How can you pull out of the challenge at that point? You've come out. You have to get something on the ball. He takes out the man. It should have been a pen. Sorry, it should have been a red. Should have been a red. Who you think's winning this? It's Croatia. It is Croatia. Panama are going to push. Croatia are going to have a lot of the possession. Panama have started well. But I think give it a couple more minutes. Croatia will pick up the ball and they will move it around. And Panama will struggle. They still have quality, and I think in this game, legs won't be as much of an issue. Obviously, against Rice and Anderson, it's going to be tough in the middle for Modric, for Kovacic. Here, it's not going to be difficult. Colombian prediction. Let's see. If Pickford gets taken out, who goes in? I think you have to go with Henderson. He's a European winner this season. He plays almost every single game for Palace. He's not a bad keeper. He's won the FA Cup. Like, why does Henderson not get looked at? He never gets a look in. I have no idea. Henderson won the FA Cup, won the conference, won the Community Shield, if we're going to count that too. He never gets looked at. It's always Pickford. Always Jordan Pickford. In the first 2 games, He's been poor. He has been poor. Henderson's not. He's not somebody that doesn't have experience. He's got experience. He's won the FA Cup. When you look at Jordan Pickford for his side, Everton. Listen, Everton haven't won anything. Palace have. Palace haven't. Pickford's been in the net for pretty much every game. FA Cup, Conference. To be fair, Pickford was good in the Croatia game, but today was poor. I think Tuchel's moved on from Maguire. He's moved on from a lot of the players like Henderson. Henderson has come. He's part of the squad, but you know he's not going to get minutes. He's moved on from those guys. He wants to select different players. I think Pickford has to be one of the players that goes with those guys. Like Maguire's not there. There's loads of players missing. Like there's no Foden, no Palmer. I think Pickford's got to go with that bunch. I think it's time we just go with someone new. I think it's time to just go with someone new. There's Trafford. There's Henderson. Henderson has the experience. Trafford hasn't played much. I don't know. I don't know. It's just painful. Now you got to watch this. And yeah. Saka came on. I mean, Saka had a shot at goal. Who else had a shot at goal? Gordon, straight at the keeper. Kane thought he was playing rugby. I think Kane thought he was playing rugby. He absolutely smashed it over. And O'Reilly came so close. And O'Reilly scored goals. Don't spam or I will mute. Ronaldo goats. Ronaldo 2 goals. But don't spam. I think the manager has to take some responsibility. He made the changes very late and Kane subbed. The changes should have been made at half time. He should have changed one of the midfielders. I think Rice or Anderson. One of them could have gone off. It should have been one of those two to go off. And either Rodgers or Eze to come on. We didn't need both Rice and Anderson for the second half. It was clear we were going to have all of the ball again, but we were struggling to break them down. Nobody wants to try Bellingham in the 8. They just don't want to do it. I don't understand why. They don't want to try Bellingham in the 8. Yeah, I agree. And Kane, I think, should have been subbed. Who would you have brought on? Watkins? They definitely should have had a penalty. No half-time subs. It was honestly, Gordon stayed on and the midfielders didn't change. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It happens. Spain drew. Let's not forget. I don't understand how Pickford is still in this lineup. Class younger goalies are missing out. Henderson is on the bench. Henderson is a European winner. He's won the FA Cup, Community Shield. But I get it. Pickford has made saves before at the big tournaments. He's still in goal. Even if all 26 came on board, no goal for you. Madueke was our best player. Who was the best player today? Saka should have started. Saka impressed me, positive impact. He's not fit. Saka's not fit. Saka has an injury and they're trying to manage his minutes, which is brilliant as an Arsenal fan. Absolutely brilliant. Panama on the attack. Panama cross. They've still got it. Panama. Game's on BBC One, guys, by the way, if you want to tune in. If England couldn't break down Ghana, how will they beat better teams? I don't think better teams will park the bus like that. Better teams will try to, get a goal. They won't just sit back for the whole 90 minutes. Do you rate Gordon? I think he's very average. I think Gordon has been very lucky to start the second game after the performance in the first game. I don't know how he started today. And now, after that performance, if he starts the next game, Tuchel has an issue with Rashford. It's as simple as that. If Gordon starts the next game, he has an issue with Rashford. because Gordon has been so poor in the 2 games that he started. He's been so poor. I don't know how Barcelona have been scammed like this. Barcelona have been absolutely scammed. Absolutely scammed. £70 million. They have been scammed. Can Croatia break? Modric. Modric driving forward. Thank you for the follow, Ibi. Cross. Headed away. Yeah, Gordon's honestly, I don't know how Barca have fallen for that. £70 million. He's not worth that at all. And I'll be honest, he's not even been Newcastle's best winger this season. If you've watched the Premier League, you'll know it's been Harvey Barnes. It should have been Harvey Barnes that they spent the money on, not Gordon. Barnes has played games, he's got the goals. He's been a real threat. But it happens. It happens. It is what it is. It's just frustrating. Imagine waiting for that game to come around after watching every other team play, and then that's the performance. And then at the end of it, you look at it and you have to be honest, they should have had a penalty and we should have had a red. How? How has that happened? How has that happened in a game against Ghana when you've left so many players at home? Gordon's assistant player, he will do well for Flick. Gordon's assistant player, when you're a left winger, you need to create. You need to score, you need to assist, you need to be a threat. That's what you need to do. He's not a technical player, he's a player that has the pace. He has pace. I just don't know. Let's see. Let's see how well he does at Barca. Let's see how well he does. Bellingham doesn't deserve man. Do you know what he said himself? Bellingham came out and said it should not be me, it should be one of the Ghanaians. He said it should be one of the Ghanaians, and it should be. It should be one of their centre backs. Just shocking. I was predicting 2-0. Just a horror show, to be honest. Yeah, it's just bad. It's so bad. I was not expecting it because I watched the first game for Ghana in the group against Panama, and Ghana were poor, so poor. They ended up scoring right at the end in added time. But I just thought we'd walk all over them, I have to be honest. I thought they didn't have quality. They were really poor. Panama had chances. They just didn't have quality in front of goal. But then you look at today's game and they've completely surprised me. Ghana got a point. Ghana got a point, and let's be honest, they should have had a penalty and a red card. We should have had a red card. But you know what, guys? The game is done. Game is done. We're now going to watch Panama. We've been watching it for the first 20 minutes. Now we're going to do some commentary on Panama and Croatia. Let's see who gets the win here. I'm just going to read the last few comments. Don't spam or you will get muted. What do you think of this game? Can Croatia break them down? They're going to have majority of the ball. Modric on the ball. Can't keep it in play. Who do you think is going to win, Pompa? Croatia making me nervous already. Ghana did only Harambe. I've not lost all hope because it's only Ghana. If it was France, I would have lost full hope. No, I mean, France 0-0, you take it, Ryan. I'll be honest. France 0-0, we take it in a game in the group stage. You take the 0-0. When you've got so much of the ball, like we did in that first half and majority of the second half, you want to get. The game ended with 70. We had 79% possession to 21. Panama on the attack. Livakovic has got the ball. Livakovic has got the ball. Let's see. Let's see who's gonna get the win here. I'm still in shock. We was terrible. There's no clauses. We was lucky to get out without. Yeah, a red card, Kirsty. A red card. So lucky. Pickford is so lucky. And Konza is so lucky as well because Konza commits a foul and should have been a red. It should have been a red. And I think if that goes against us, we would be absolutely fuming right now. If their keeper didn't get sent off and we didn't get a penalty, we would be livid. Let's be honest. Right now, on social media, everybody would be going crazy. Everybody would be going crazy because that is a red card and a penalty. Croatia but Panama is up for a fight. Let's see. Thomas Partey played well. The centre backs were great. Centre backs were great. Centre backs were very good. Stats are irrelevant. No possession. When you have all the possession, you want to create chances. There's not enough chances. I'm looking at it. There's like 2 shots on target, 3 shots. So it's not even worth looking at. Oh, Panama have a chance. What a save, Livakovic. He's at it again. The Croatian keeper is at it again. I think offside is given. He didn't know. He made a great save. Livakovic. What a save. How has he saved it? How has he saved that? The ball's gone out of play. He doesn't know. What a save. Fingers, crossbar. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Hydration break. So the first time we tune in and do some commentary, we get hit with a hydration break. The World Cup. The World Cup. Let me go through comments then. Yeah, honestly, if this was us trying to get a red card or get one of their players sent off or us trying to get a penalty, we probably wouldn't even be watching this game on the BBC. They would have just carried on talking about the red card and the penalty. If we're being honest, we would not have heard the end of it. But because it was against England, it just didn't get mentioned. Like, the offside, it wasn't even offside. At the time, I looked at it and I said, this is not offside. But you know what? It's happened. It's happened. Let's not dwell. We've got the point. We are still top of the group as it stands. We'll see what happens. We still have the easiest game. Let's be honest. The easiest game in this group. I mean, this doesn't help. They've got scan the QR code on the bottom right. I can't see if the ball's gone out or not. I don't want to scan any QR code. I just want to be able to see if the ball has gone out of play. When is this gonna... Yeah, it's gone now. It's gone now. Seen some stunning saves this... Yeah, we have from the Curacao keeper. I think Vozinha made a couple. And the Iranian keeper. I mean, the Iranian keeper's on the ground. I don't know how he saved it. I think is it Beach or Beaches? He made a great save. Was it for Australia? From distance, fingertips onto the post. And Livakovic as well. Let's not forget the Croatian keeper in the first game. Seems a much better game than the England one, for sure. It's because there's so much at stake here. There is so much at stake because if you lose, you're out. If you win, you knock the other team out. Panama, nobody knows if they are any good. I watched their first game, and yeah, they looked decent. Throw away. Man, your mod is annoying me. My mod is not even in this live, as usual. Mod is nowhere to be seen. Or is she? I don't know. I'm Ghanaian and I hope England wins the World Cup. This game was just to humble the players. Is hydration breaks new? Because I don't remember them from the 2022. I think we didn't have them in 2022 because it was the coolest time of the year. That's why it was played in November, December. We do get it in the UK though. I'm sure we have it when it's August games or September games. Sometimes the weather in the UK is like 35 degrees. Well, in London, they do hydration breaks, but it's only for like a couple of weeks. When it hits October and it starts raining, there is no hydration break. There is no hydration break, and that's all the way until the end of the season. But I think August, I think last year and the year before, it was like 35. There were a few days where it got close to 40. There were hydration breaks. And yeah, the 2022, the reason, yeah, it was played in November and December is because that's the coolest time of the year in Qatar. But let's be honest, guys, this hydration breaks, majority of the time, I'd say majority of the time it is needed, but there's times when they're playing in stadiums with ACs, they don't need a hydration break. It is just for For ads. It is for ads. And I get it. Everybody's watching games. It's the World Cup. You gotta do what you gotta do. Part of life. Part of life. The new PM would be decided by how outraged they could be about the decisions. Is he a football fan? What's his name again? Guy from Manchester. I forgot his name. Burnham? I'll be honest. The only news that I know is what's happened this World Cup. The last, 13 days, it's just been World Cup on repeat, day after day. And I think it's been like that for most of the chat. So many messages, guys. I'm going to have to go to the bottom and start again because otherwise, never going to be able to get through them. For England, Ghana to go through, what result is needed? Here, a draw. A draw here. And then, yeah, a draw here and then a draw in both the other two games. Or England beat Panama, but Ghana don't lose to Croatia. Was there, I think there was in Euros, might be wrong, possibly. But then again, it's that time of year where it does get hot in the UK. Like right now, it's 12:30 at night, and my watch is showing me 25. So I think if we were to play games in the UK right now, there would definitely be a hydration break. And it's not because of ads, it's because it's unbearable to sit down and watch football, let alone play football. And that's the truth. Yeah, making millions from the ads. Who's looking better, Croatia or Panama? Croatia, I think, have had a little bit more of the ball, but Panama are trying. They're throwing bodies forward. Let's see if they create. Let's see if they can really test Livakovic. Obviously, he makes a great save from the header, but I think the ball went out of play. Telemundo has neither does the BBC. BBC has no ads. When it's the BBC, we literally stay either on the pitch or with the guys in the studio. What happened? Oh, is it a free kick? Modric to take. Did you see the heat in France now? It is so bad. Wally, the heat in the UK is just as bad, believe me. The heat in the UK, there's so much humidity. It's difficult. Very difficult. Gonna have to go to the bottom, guys. Loads of comments. Thank you for the follow, First Lady. I put over 1.5 goals for Croatia. Is that bad? Let's see. Who will win? Croatia should win this game. Like, if we're being completely honest, Croatia couldn't do it against England because legs. They haven't got the legs. Against Panama, they should be able to get the job done. I said the same thing about England against Ghana, and look what happened. But let's see. France and Argentina look good. Maybe one of them will win. Kirsty, I think it's going to be France. I think France are going to win it. They're going to go all the way. With the attackers they have, they would have broken down Ghana. They would have, one of them, Mbappe, Dembele, Doué, Elise, one of them would have broken down that defense and got a goal. You saw Mbappe. What did he do yesterday? He smashed it from distance. Keeper couldn't save it. 1-0 France. They would have got a goal. They have the attack for it. We've got Gordon on the left and never doubted Ronnie. What, Viva Ronaldo? It looks, I think your picture, your DP looks like you're at Old Trafford. Could be wrong. Yo, Harris. Don't spam, guys, please. Japan will win the World Cup. I don't know about that. Even on YouTube, BBC highlights, there's no ads. Oh, really? On the BBC highlights? So BBC Football? Okay, nice. Chat, who you think wins this game? Yeah, stop spamming, please. How many goals for Croatia? Croatia? Let's see if they get the first. I mean, right now, after this England game, when the favourites do that, let's see what these favourites do. I'm sure Croatia are favourites here. They've been to... Look at the players they've got. Kovacic, Modric, Perisic. They've got enough quality on the pitch. And this Gvardiol, this isn't a game where they'll go off. They'll stay on for most of the 90. Modric is not going to get subbed in the 57th minute again. It's a different game. It is a completely different game. Let's see. I find it hard to sleep tonight. Yes, struggle. Absolute struggle. I'm finding it a struggle to to watch football. It's so hot. Heck no, Argentina won't win. I hope Ronaldo win. The thing with Argentina is the team itself isn't great. It's just they have Messi. And when you have Messi, you just don't know. Yes, I agree. You hit the nail on the head. How many goals for Croatia? Let's see. Let's see if they can get the first. No, it's my favorite team in Belgium. Thanks for the compliment, though. No worries, MV. It looks like Old Trafford. What team is that in Belgium? A red team in Belgium. It's not Anderlecht. It's not Club Brugge. Who on earth is it? Red team, you know. I'm surprised England didn't even get one goal. Yeah, me too. Me too, Raspberry. Very surprised. Croatia has experience, a lot of experience. Is Panama? They're not parking the bus, no. Panama aren't parking the bus. Panama are trying to win the ball back so they can push forward. And look at them pressing. Look at them pressing. The issue isn't they're not parking the bus. They just don't have the quality. They've got it back. Let's see what they can do. Kovacic brings him down. Nothing. I was given handball against the Panama player. Wow. Panama defense is very good. France or Argentina. Argentina is not all that, guys. It's Messi. It is all Messi. That team is not good. It's washed. I'll say it. That Argentina team is absolutely washed without Messi. Messi is they've scored 5 goals. He scored all 5 of the goals. Without Messi, they would struggle massively. Yes, not in their group because the group for Argentina is an easy group. Jordan, Algeria, Austria. Like it's not one of the big European teams, and when you look, it's not one of the great African teams. I think African teams you're looking at Morocco, Senegal, Ivory Coast, Algeria, not quite that. And then you look at Jordan, they've been so poor. Messi is the GOAT, mark my words. Croatia run slowly. Messi looked like yeah, every single game so far, he's looked like a genius. And I think he's going to look like a genius again against Jordan. Let's see if he does it in the knockouts. If Messi doesn't deliver, Argentina will get knocked out. It is simple as that. As simple as that. I'm going to have to scroll down. There's so many comments, guys, but if you have followed, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Just going to go down and start again. Who do you think going to win? And with how many goals? I think Argentina are going to win. Thank you, Raspberry. I do think Argentina are going to get the win here. Argentina. Croatia. Croatia, where's my mind? I think Croatia are going to be the team to win. They're just going to keep passing it around, eventually create good openings and chances, and they're going to take them. Thank you for the follow, MV. Thank you for the follow, Wally. You think Croatia will win and total over? Let's see. We're not doing tips, Apple. We're not doing tips. Orange juice. You know what? I will do a hydration break. I will do it because it's still 24, 25 degrees. If we don't do hydration breaks, we won't be able to do lives. Croatia will open any team. Get yourself a cold American iced tea to keep yourself cool, brother. I've got my water, but appreciate it for you looking out for me, man. Appreciate it. I think the Argentina players play for Messi, unlike the Portugal team. I mean, today it looked like they were playing for Ronaldo. They were trying to cross him the ball, and even Ronaldo, he gave up the free kick. Oh my, Panama. It's a poor ball. It's a poor ball that's allowed so many players to get back. Cross goes in, and that's a poor cross. My goat has arrived against Uzbekistan. What was I saying about Ronaldo? Oh, Ronaldo gave up the free kicks. Even he's playing for his team. His team are playing for him. Well, they played for him today. And he's playing for the team. He gave Nuno Mendes the free kick. Nobody was expecting it. Not me, not the keeper. I don't think anybody in the chat, anybody at the stadium. I think everybody at the stadium thought Ronaldo was going to hit it. But he gave it up. And sometimes you need to do that. And the players are all going to see that he's given it up. Next game, they're going to look for him even more. The first 20 minutes, all they were doing was looking for Ronaldo. They were putting in cross after cross after cross. He didn't get to one from Mendes. He ended up getting to the one from Cancelo. Chance here for Panama. Guardiola kicks it out of play. Thank you for the follow, CJ. How far do you think the Americans will go? Honest opinion. I think they'll get to the quarterfinals. I think they last 32. They've got a fairly straightforward game. I think once it gets to the last 32, because right now, as it stands, it's USA against Algeria. I expect USA to win that game. The team that they would face if they beat Algeria is either Egypt or Czech Republic. And let's be honest, guys, they're going to beat both Egypt and Czech Republic. Maybe Egypt will be a tough game. Let's see if that is the game. But once they hit the quarterfinals, they will play Spain. Once they hit that quarterfinal, they will be playing Spain. Good luck with that one. Good luck with Spain. That is no Algeria, that is no Egypt, that is European champions. I think at that point, so I think quarterfinals is where it will become. That's when they'll have to play a big team. That you can't avoid the big names. Good defending. What about you, Kirsty? How far do you think they can go? Croatia doesn't concede goals even if they do score. Doesn't concede. They conceded 4 goals to England, Darwin. Yo, bro, what's the website you got the scorecard from? I use FootMob. FOTMOB. Panama. What's happened there? Croatia. What is going on? I think it will be a tie. If Ronaldo doesn't win the World Cup, then Messi is. So it's dependent on who wins this World Cup, Henry. Thank you for the follow, CJ. Yeah, the France-Portugal dictatorship allegations have been proven untrue so far. Yeah, I mean, you just look at Dembele setting up Mbappe trying to set up Dembele, and you look at today, Ronaldo left the free kick. Ronaldo actually moved out of the way. He said, "You know what, Nuno Mendes, you hit this." So next game, they are going to be looking for him. Thank you for the follow, K-Par. Panama going to rue this momentum. Yeah. You'd expect Croatia to have a lot more of the ball and then to control the game, or control the first half. That's not been the case. They've had the ball, but it's not been sustained. It's not been sustained pressure, sustained possession. They'll have it for about a minute. They'll end up losing it, and then Panama go on. This is exactly how Panama played against Ghana. If you watch that game, they had the opportunity to go forward, but once they got into the final third, quality was just not there. It wasn't there. So the Americans have an easiest ride till easiest till the quarters. Spain will hack them. Spain, I think, Spain will give them a game. It's all about what team turns up on the day. Lamine Yamal, they're cooked. Yeah, I mean, Spain probably win the group, and it will be Spain in the quarters. If they get to the quarters, that is US. Croatia have all the skill. Panama have all the speed. He forgot those 4 goals. What happened to England? LC, let's not do this again, please. I've started this live, and I think the first 25 minutes of the game, 40 minutes, so 15 minutes. I always come on 15 minutes before the game. I spent about 40 minutes talking about the England game and not this game. But it was bad. We couldn't break them down. They defended for their lives, and they defended well. What did you make of it? I have to say, I find them entertaining to watch, but busy. But I think Spain will test the actual skills. Yeah, let's see. Spain, I mean, let's see what they do when they're playing against a team that has Lamine Yamal on one side and Nico Williams on the other. I mean, it's all good and well, Anthony Robinson and Sergino Dest going forward. Let's see how they do going backwards. Because those guys have pushed forward in their first 2 games. Let's see what they do when they've got to run, back towards goal. The thing with Robinson, Robinson plays in the Premier League, so he does it against Saka and against Salah, against the right wingers in the Premier League. Sergio Dest is in PSV. I know he used to play at Barcelona, but he's at PSV. Let's see. Croatia so far, 0 shots on target. Yep. They will create. I mean, I said that about England. Look what happened there. But you expect Croatia. I think Croatia have the midfielders. They just haven't had enough possession. I think if I look at the possession stats, it won't be a 80-20 kind of game like the England game was. England game was an 80-20. This is not an 80-20. This is a... Panama do have the ball. They're just not good with it. 62-38. They're just not good with the ball. That's why they lose the ball. It's not that they want to park the bus. But to be fair, they've got 5 at the back. Thank you for the follow, Matthew. As an England fan, we will be fine. Yeah, we'll finish top of the group. We'll all game this. Who's the dark horse for the win? The wild card. Dark horse for the win. I don't think Japan can win it. I think dark horse for the win. You probably look at the Netherlands. The Dutch. I mean, those guys have done well in their first 2 games. When you look at the defense, one of the best, midfield, pretty decent. The attack has scored goals. Gakpo for Netherlands is an amazing player. Gakpo for Liverpool, completely different. It's a full 180 when he puts on the red shirt. What about you, Kirsty? Who do you think is the dark horse to win? Partey made the difference today. Yeah, I mean Partey. I know all about Partey. He used to play for my club. We obviously got rid. We brought in Zubamendi, and yeah, it is what it is. This game bad. Is this game worse than our game? Is this game worse than what we saw and what we did? There's nothing to talk about. This group is nothing. Do you think Croatia can win and over 1.5? Anyone? Not Miran. Poch, a top manager in this World Cup, though, too. He is a top manager. Chance headed away. 30 seconds, and then we're going to have half time. We are going to have half time. Panama is actually cooking. Fair play. This game is like England. It is. It is. Let's see if Panama don't have the quality. They did this against Ghana where they tried to get forward, played on the counter, but they just don't have the quality in front of goal. That is why they're going to lose. And maybe not lose this game. They might end up drawing. That's why they're not going to make it out of the group. They've won it back. Look what happens from here. That's a nice ball. That's a nice ball. Okay, this is a nice move. What happens here? Nothing. Guardiola wins it. Perisic. It's free kick. Croatia blanking here would be worse than our result. Yeah, I mean, Croatia should not be dropping points. Definitely not. Panama should not be ranked 34th in the world. I can tell you that for sure. I don't know how that has happened. Who's made this mistake? I think it must be a typo. I think that 3 should change to about an 8. And we're talking, if we're being kind, okay, 6. If we go 64th in the world, I think that's fair. Because Panama, where is the quality in this team? Croatia, you know where it is. It's the midfield. Shot from distance. Keeper saves. Keeper saves. 3 minutes added on, 2 left to play. What did the chat think of Kane playing? You have to go with Kane, Kirsty. You can't drop Kane. He's scored so many goals. Netherlands. Yeah, I mean, they've played well in their first 2 games. Japan was always going to be tough. Sweden was going to be tough too, and look how they dealt with that one. Yes, I think Germany could creep in. No. Germany. Germany have struggled. They have struggled in Well, they struggled against Ivory Coast, obviously Curacao. They breezed that one. Panama can play defensive and offensive game. There's no quality in the offensive though. When they counter, when they break, nothing. Corner. Guardiola doesn't know where it is. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. Thank you for the follow, Jamie. Two goals or 3 goals? For who? For Croatia? 2 goals or 3 goals? How does Harry Kane blast it over? No idea. I don't know how Harry Kane misses that. It's a golden chance. Absolutely golden chance. And he blazes it over the bar. No idea how. What's up with the teams only playing defense? Nobody wants to lose. Nobody wants to get knocked out. Drop and roll? What does that mean? Fair play to Ghana. They played disgusting, but it was our job to break them. Yeah, I mean they were defensive. They did what they needed to do. We just couldn't break them down. It's as simple as that. This is on nobody but us. We should have broken them down and scored a goal. It is very, very simple. Another boring game of football. Another half of football that are we gonna get 2 0-0s back to back? Goodness gracious. I mean, it's the Panama-Croatia game now. 2 back to back. Yikes. Honestly, yikes. It could happen, guys. I have to be honest. It could happen. It could be 2 draws back to back, 0-0. But you do expect Croatia to push. You do. You expect them to push and create. Thank you for the follow. Drip, drop, London. Let's get some sort of air in this room. They're not pushing. Who's not pushing? What happens if they draw? If they draw, everybody plays that last game. Everybody could qualify. Everybody can qualify. Do we ever win our second group game, guys? Our second group game. Who was it last time? So it was Iran, US, Wales. So that's a no. And then 2018, it was Tunisia, Panama, Belgium. We didn't beat Belgium, but we did beat Panama and we did beat Tunisia. 22, we drew to the US. We drew to the US. And 2014, if I speak, I'm in big trouble because 2014, if I'm not mistaken, we finished bottom of the group. Was that 2010? Was it 2014 or was it 2010? I think it was 2014. Yeah, 2014, bottom of the group. Uruguay in that group, Italy in that group, Costa Rica in that group. Costa Rica came out on top. And we got knocked out. That was a bad group. And that was, yeah, what do you even say to that? Standings, yeah, shocking. Costa Rica finished top with 7, Uruguay with 6, Italy with 3, England with a point. And that point came against Costa Rica. We lost to Italy and Uruguay. Yeah. But it's no excuses. Who do you think is going to win? I think Croatia are going to win. I think they are going to break them down in the second half. They're going to have to. 3 points. And then it's a shootout with Ghana to see who finishes second. Right now, Ghana, I think, have qualified. They haven't qualified officially, but 4 points with a +1 goal difference as it stands is a decent points tally. Another 0-0 draw. World Cup snooze fest. Can we go to sleep? Can we go to sleep? Then what about in Colombia game? Colombia play DR Congo. That would be a good game. DR Congo have some good players. Colombia obviously do too. It's the last game. Tomorrow, after the Colombia DR Congo game, all the teams, well, every team in the groups will play at the same time. Group A will all play at the same time. B will all play at the same time. C and so forth. All the teams in each group play at the same time. So we'll do 4 days of that, 3 groups a day, and then it's knockouts. And then if you lose, it's bye-bye. I think I'm going to fall asleep during the match. Yeah, I mean, it's another one of those. The England one, it's a big nation, so I guess people, are tuned in, they're locked in. This Croatia ain't gonna get. They're not gonna get far in this tournament. They don't have the legs. And Panama the same. I think with England, everybody wanted to see what are they gonna do because one of the big nations coming into the tournament. This game, I mean, it's even later now as well. It's like 1 in the morning here almost. It's painful. It is painful. I have to wake up at 6. God damn. How are you going to sleep anyway? Do you know how warm it is? It's 24 degrees still. How do you sleep? How can we sleep? 24 degrees at this time. It's 1 in the morning. It is 1 in the morning. And it is 24. And today's going to be 34 degrees. Goodness gracious. And then 32, 33. Oh my god. We'll survive, hopefully. Apparently Bellingham covered his mouth. Bellingham covered his mouth? Bellingham covered his mouth. Where did he cover his mouth? Bellingham mouth. When did this happen? No, he just said he didn't deserve to be. He just said he didn't deserve to receive the Man of the Match award. He said it should have been one of the Ghanaian players. One of the centre backs. How has Bellingham won it? No idea. No idea. Where are we with the comments? Bro, Mirage, just give final score prediction. No tips. We don't do tips yet. You expect Croatia to create chances. You do. I think Croatia will probably end up scoring. It's just a matter of when. Panama, I think, could play for another 3 hours. They won't get a goal. They don't have the quality. They don't have the quality to really test Livakovic. Whereas Croatia, they could make changes. They could bring players on. Even with the players they have on the pitch, it should really be enough. They've not been great in that first half, but obviously now they're going to go in half-time. Modric, Kovacic. If you look at it, and let's look at the bench, who could come on? Budimir can come on. He obviously plays for Osasuna, 17 goals. He's done well this season. They've got Vlasic, they've got Susic. There's players that could come on here. There is players that could come on. Pasalic as well, let's not forget. Surprised he didn't start. He started the first game. He started against England. And then there's Kramaric. Kramaric could definitely come on. They can make changes. They can definitely make changes. Have you ever looked into an AC unit for your home? Not really, LC, because the weather in the UK is like 1 week. It's 1 week where it is absolutely baking. The rest of the time, it's either raining or you don't need an AC. It's just that 1 week where I've got a fan. It's a pretty decent fan, to be fair. But yeah, you don't need it for more than a week. At most 10 days. And that's not even in a row. It's like split up. You get 2 days here, 3 days there, 2 days here. And that's pretty much the summer. It's not like the UK the US where you might get like a sustained period of like heat. We don't have that here, fortunately. I mean, I'm glad because the humidity in the UK is we can't have it. We can't have it too hot. Game's gone. What is going on with Panama? They are playing so well. Are they playing well? Defensively, I guess. The man of the match went to the wrong side. It definitely went to the wrong side. 100% here is almost 3 a.m. What's the weather like there where you are at 3 a.m.? What is it going to be like here at 3 a.m.? Good result if it stays like this. For who? For Panama? Or for England? For England, listen, it's all about winning the last game, Em. It's all about winning the last game. Thank you for the heart mirror, man. I didn't even see it. But I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Who decides the man of the match? Probably someone in FIFA. you'd expect. Because some of the awards that have been given out just because of the player's name, not because of what they've seen on the pitch. I think some of the man of the matches, when you look at it, don't seem right. Bellingham is exactly that. Does it? What did he do today? Was he even England's best player? Who was England's best player? Was there a best player? They're showing the game again. I need to see this red card and this. The Gordon chance. Let's see that as well. Do you know how bad it is? The fact that this is the highlights that they're showing. This is the first highlights they're showing from the game. Is this Gordon chance where the keeper just makes a comfortable save? It's right at him. That's the first chance. That's the first chance they're showing on the TV. Do you know how mad that is? That these are the chances that we've had in 95, 100 minutes. Is this offside? This is not offside. It's not offside. I need to hear what they say. It's not offside. I don't know why they gave offside. Konza brings him down. They've not even shown the Pickford one. They've not shown the Pickford one. They didn't show the Pickford one. The Pickford one is just, you can't show it because it's a red card. You just can't show it. Do you play football? Not right now because of the World Cup. No sports, barely any gym. But we will be back. And Kane smashes it over. How? 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 How does he not score? Have you seen those? I feel like what they do is the only issue with those Lala is they just circulate the same air, and I think it makes the room even warmer. Like it just becomes so stuffy. What's your opinions on the game so far? This game, Croatia have had more of the ball, but just haven't been good enough with it. And Panama, I think Panama, if you give them another 6 hours, they will not get a goal. There is just no quality in that attack. We saw it against Ghana, where they had even more of the ball against Ghana. I think in the first half they definitely did. Just weren't good enough. I don't think these guys are going to get a goal in the group. I think you look at these guys, Tunisia got a goal, Cape Verde got a goal, Curacao got a goal. I think these guys ain't getting a goal. Honestly, Panama, they're ranked 34th. God knows why. Honestly, God knows why, because they've been poor. Like, if we go to the Ghana game, I think stats-wise, Panama had more possession. Ghana defended that game as well. Panama had all those chances. They just couldn't take them. They just couldn't take them. Ghana were poor. Very poor. Very disappointing. But listen, they've got 4 points. Can't stand teams playing haram ball. Should be banned. It's never going to get banned. It's part of the game. You've got to break it down. In the south of France, it's like that all summer long and even worse. Damn. How do you do it, Romain? Too many old players on Croatia team. Yeah, but they should be fine in this game. I think in a game against the big side, one of the big sides, they'll struggle. Bro, England, man, 0-0, poor result. Really poor. Poor result. Just poor all round. Like, who was England's best player? Gordon. Definitely not Gordon. It definitely was not Gordon. Thank you for the follow, Jacob. England will draw against Panama. No chance. No chance that happens. Look how bad these guys are. Croatia has to lock in. They do. Please, Croatia, lock in Modric's last World Cup. Thank you for the follow, Apex. England's best player is the referee. I can't even disagree with you, you know. I think that might be it. The referee was the best player for England. Our team is overhyped. Who played better? I'd say Croatia had more of the ball. Panama won the attack. It's like you just don't know what to expect because I feel like it's not real. It's not. There's no tactics. They're just running in different angles, in different directions, but they're just not going to score a goal. I don't think they are. Gordon was one of the worst tonight, I thought. Gordon, first game, second game, hopefully no third game, because the first two have been so disappointing. So disappointing. in World Cup. Sick of these small teams parking the bus. If that's onside, we lose. I can't. It's onside. Honestly, it's onside. It doesn't even look offside. Like usually you say it's tight, could be given either way. This one doesn't. It doesn't look offside. It looks onside. And the Pickford one, they didn't even show us. They didn't show us the Pickford one. They want to just forget about it. They want to paint, I don't know, a narrative that it never happened. The offside. Did we even see a line for the offside? It was such a poor performance, and it was 95 minutes of it as well. And on top of that, we're sitting in 25-degree heat, and at the time it was even warmer, which makes it even worse. Thank you for the follow, Raphael. Would you rather have Ronaldo or Kane lift World Cup? I would like Kane to lift World Cup for sure. It's been 60 years, and I think majority of the UK haven't seen it. Majority of England. But for Ronaldo, I get it. He's done great things for football. He does deserve a World Cup. Will he win it? Let's see. Man, mute. Mute who? Oh, I see. Yeah, he's gone. He has gone. Alright, I'm gonna have to go to the bottom, guys, because I'm not really sure where we are with the comments. Madueke didn't get a chance because 90% of Ghanaians football in midfielders. Madueke had a good go. He was the best out of the wing. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna compare him to Gordon, you've got to be really, really bad to have a worse game. But I think moving forward, it's got to be Saka if fit, and definitely Rashford. Like Rashford's not even a case of if fit. Rashford should just play. There's no injury issues. He should be playing every single minute. Or he should be playing the first 70, doing what Gordon does and see how he gets on. If he scores goals, delivers, then he can go off. And if he doesn't, you make the change for Gordon. But we've seen it twice from Gordon now, not just once. 2 times. He's put in 2 stinkers, absolute stinkers. There's no way, like, there's no way to paint it. We can't paint the performance. It is what it is. It was a bad performance. We can't make it look any better than it actually was. I don't see much in Gordon in the last 2. They don't give him the ball either. They always go to Madueke on the right. It's just because Gordon just doesn't have the same threat. And I'm not saying Madueke is better than Gordon. It's just Gordon. It almost feels like the occasion is too big for him. Whereas Madueke seems like he's embracing it and enjoying it. Honestly, for Gordon, it looks like the World Cup is too much of a big stage. Too much of a big stage. Why Rodgers don't play more? I like this guy. Me too. He should have changed it at halftime. He should have taken off Rice and brought on Rodgers. England vs Ghana, match fixing for a draw. You think, George? Yo, Marin, I'm good, P. How are you? Never understand. I don't know what's going on in my comments. It goes all the way to the bottom. Guys, I'm going to have to start again because I can't scroll up to read. Okay, that's all right. Never underestimate Ghana. They always do wonders in World Cup. They were poor in their first game. I watched it. They defended so well in their second game. Ghana defended so well. Honestly, so well. They parked the bus. Every single player put in a solid performance. I mean, the defenders and the midfielders, they all put in 9 out of 10s. 9 out of 10s, 8 out of 10s, 10 out of 10s. They were great. How win? Ghana get a penalty but didn't challenge the referee. Ghana should have had more than a penalty. We should have had a red. Should host North America every year. You can't. It's got to change. So the next 2 World Cups can't go to North America. So that's how World Cups work. You have to wait for 12 years and then you can host a World Cup in the same confederation. So right now it's CONCACAF. that are hosting this one. The next one is, to my surprise, it's 4 places. I thought it was Portugal, 6 places to be fair. I thought it was Portugal, Spain, and Morocco. I've done a bit of research. There'll be 3 games, one in Argentina, one in Paraguay, and one in Uruguay. Because 2030 will be the 100th anniversary of the World Cup. So we're going to get 3 games, 1 game in Argentina, 1 in Uruguay, 1 in Paraguay. The rest of it is in Morocco, Portugal, and Morocco, Portugal, and Spain. And 2034 is in Asia. So I think 38, it can only be in Oceania. And I don't know if that's going to happen. Or it's going to have to be North America again. And this time it's going to be the US. There's not going to be no Mexico. There's going to be no Canada. So 2038, it could happen again in the US. And that one I'll definitely come for, that's for sure. We need it nearer. Would love to be able to afford to go. Yeah, I mean, 2030 is in Morocco, Spain, and Portugal. So it's not too far. And the 2028 Euros is in the UK. Thank you for the follow, Shasha. I mean, I don't know if it will work for a visa for 2030. Where are you right now, Penguin? We conceded 2 first half goals to this lot. We did. TTKK? What does that mean, Faith? Yes, that's doable. Yeah, 2028 is Euros in the UK, and then 2030 it's in Europe, or some of it is. So it is, and let's be honest, North Africa, Morocco is pretty close. We can get there quickly as well, which is great. I'll be honest. I'm definitely going to be going to that World Cup, and we'll see how many games. Party, you're going to get muted then if you spam. Panama is playing dirty. Ease up. This game has been any good? It's been just as bad as the game before it. The only difference is this one I have no emotional attachment to, so it doesn't bother me as much. The other one, yeah. This one's been just as bad, let's be honest. It has Croatia haven't been great, and Panama, they just can't create. They just can't do it. They can't do it. Euros will be enough for me for my bucket list. Yeah, I mean, loads of games. Where are they? So it's Wembley, Old Trafford, I think. Maybe St James's Park. Where are you based, Kirsty? Why hasn't Croatia scored? Croatia have to clear corner. Why haven't they scored? Because they haven't taken a shot that has beat the keeper. Who would be better for us to win? Sorry, brain frazzled. At this point, honestly, it makes no difference, because if we beat Panama, we win the group. And we're going to beat them. We beat them 6-1 last time we played them at a World Cup. I think we'll beat them by at least 3 or 4 goals this time. It's been slightly better, more space. Somerset, what would be the biggest stadium? I mean, let's have a look at where the stadiums even are. I think there's a few games in Scotland and a few in, I think there's one in Wales. Euro 2028. We will definitely be there for Euro 2028, that's for sure. Let's see. Venues. So Wembley, Tottenham Hotspur, Etihad, Hill Dickinson, St James's Park, Villa Park, Hampden Park, Principality, and Aviva Stadium. For me, it's Wembley. I'm not going nowhere near Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, Wembley Stadium, for as many games as possible. I think you're looking at I think maybe Cardiff. Maybe Cardiff. Because the rest seem to be Liverpool. That's quite far. That is very far. I think Cardiff. Cardiff or obviously Wembley Stadium. Yeah, Kieran, the fact that I'm looking at Euro 2028 venues, it just goes to show what kind of a game this has been. Honestly, that's what we're doing right now. We're looking at venues for the next tournament because this game has been that bad. Italy 2032 be decent. Italy 2032. I mean, finally they'll make a tournament. If they're going to host one, they're definitely going to make it. Let's see if they make 2030. I don't know how the Italians have missed out here. How on earth have they missed out? Chance. Croatia score 1-0. Budimir gets the goal. Croatia lead. It was expected and it came. It's happened. They've got the goal. They have got the goal. Hubby is a massive Arsenal fan, so London be good. Unfortunately, no games at the Emirates, but you can go to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Now I'm only messing. Wembley Stadium, I think that's definitely the place to go for the games. But Croatia have the lead. I have money on both score and draw. Croatia have taken the lead. They have taken the lead. Let's see the goal. Is he offside? No, he's not. Is he offside? No, great ball. And then the cross. It's a great ball. Keeper can't reach it. Defenders can't put a foot in because they might score an own goal. It's a great cross. An absolutely great cross. And Budimir's there. 1-0 Croatia. I just got the mini FIFA mini mystery ball. Pray for me I don't get Canada. Good luck. Hopefully you get the team that you want, or one of the big ones at least. London to Glasgow on the Caledonian sleeper is easy. I'm going to go down these comments quickly, guys. I want to see the last 35. Oh, Cardiff or Wembley, that's what will cheer me up. I think Cardiff, because Cardiff is really close. Wembley, there'll be a lot more games at Wembley, so the likelihood of getting a ticket is obviously higher. With Cardiff, the likelihood is you're going to see Wales play only. Goal, 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 goal. Budimir with the goal. Budimir with the goal. Man like Budimir. Can England host the World Cup? No. We are hosting the Euros, though. I do, Harris. It's a nice profile pic. We have a goal. We have a goal. Thank you for the follow, Declan. Is it Declan? No, it's Dursin. Thank you for the follow, Dursin. Great ball. That buying quality. One more goal, please, Croatia. Let's see. Thank you for the follow, Moses. Anyone but Canada. Rent free. Finally, a goal. Where do you watch the match? Mine is delayed by 1 minute. I'm watching it on BBC One. BBC One. I need to go. I'm going back to sleep. Why are you going back to sleep? The game's just started. They've just scored. Panama, as it stands, are getting knocked out of the World Cup. They're the next team eliminated. They're going to have to get a goal. Let's see. They just don't have the quality. They've lost it. Counter's on. Modric, the counter is on. Oh my word. He's through on goal. He's through on goal. He's through on goal. He's still through. Oh my god, what has he done? What on earth was that? What on earth was that? How? How do you not score? They've won it back. Modric has the ball. He plays the ball in behind. Through on goal. Decides to dink it over the keeper. The keeper stays on his feet. And then instead of putting it into the middle, he's just smashed it. It's not a cross. It's not a shot. No one really knows what it is. That could have been two. That should have been two. That should have been two. I don't know how he's missed that. The keeper does well. He stays on his feet. He doesn't get down and the ball doesn't go over his head. But the shot after that, was it a shot? Was it a cross? God knows. But yeah, Croatia are ahead and They'll probably score again. Croatia are not through, no. As it stands, they have 3 points. They play Ghana. If they can get a draw, I think both teams will be through. However, if Croatia win, I think both teams will be through. If Ghana win, we're going to have to see if Croatia have a good enough goal difference. Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, if they beat Ghana and get the win here, they'll be through. Ghana will be through as well. 4 points should be enough. Both will be through. How did he miss that? No idea. Honestly, no idea. Is Panama's defense good or bad? Ryan, the defense isn't good, and neither is the midfield or the attack. I don't know how they've made it to this World Cup. Like, there's teams you look at, and you just think to yourself, how? How did you get here? Who got you here? Good turn. Good turn. Chance. Panama. Cross. Header is over. No, it's not even over. Ball is still in play. Cross again. Modric is there. Croatia have it back. And now Panama do. Croatia have it back. Where is that going? Keeper goes long. Gonna go to the bottom, guys. Apologies. Gonna start again. End of day, England got cocky and were put in place. We got a point. We didn't lose. What about the penalty? So the penalty, there should have been a penalty. There should have been a red card. Wait, third place can qualify? I thought it was only first and second. No, so there's another table for the third place teams. 8 out of the 12 third place teams qualify. The best 8 out of 12. As it stands, I think 4 points is almost a guarantee you'll make it. 3, you need a good goal difference. Livakovic, solid keeper. Yeah, he is. Who are you rooting for? Goals. We need goals. And they should have won. Ghana were good today. Very good. Panama needs to score. Is one of your... They're not. The whole group is just mid. I'm actually loving this as an American viewing the World Cup for the first time. Much love to all. Glad you're enjoying it, Penguin. I mean, this is the group stages. The knockouts are coming. The knockouts are coming. That's when things get serious. I mean, when you look at the third round, the next game, it's basically a knockout for some teams. We didn't play well. Thank you for the follow testimony. Yeah, Ghana were defensively solid, and I've mentioned it multiple times. Pickford should have been sent off, and Ghana should have had a penalty. But it is what it is. You seem like you used to play, or have you just been a footy lover? So I used to play when I was young, and now it's just at Power League goals, just that kind of thing. But I've always watched football. Always watched. Livakovic is the only player I rate on the entire pitch. Yeah, I mean, Modric is there though. Budimir scored the goal. Let's see, 62 minutes on the clock. 62 minutes on the clock. Lacking attacking football, respect for being honest. Yeah, I mean, that's what I saw. That's what everybody saw. Whether they're honest about it, not my business. My business is just see what I saw, and yeah, that's what I saw. That is what I saw. But I'll tell you what I've seen here. Panama, I'll tell you, if they play for another 4 hours, they're not going to get a goal. Like, it is just not happening. There is no quality. Croatia, oh, there's going to be a chance here. There is going to be a chance here. That was crucial. It was crucial. The Panama defender got a foot to it. Reality is if Croatia beat this And Ghana, they are through, and Ghana might make it. So yeah, 4 points should be enough. Like Ghana have done really well to get those 4 points. They knew Haiti, Panama was the game to win. They did that, and to get the point here is almost guaranteed qualification to the next phase. They've done. Listen, they've done their job. Like, let's be honest. What are we gonna expect? Ghana to come out and play football against England when England have Rice, Anderson, Bellingham in the midfield? It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. And then leave that defense exposed for Madueke, Gordon, Kane. Ghana came with a game plan, stuck to it, and delivered. All the players delivered solid performances. And they're unlucky. They're unlucky. It's like a different sport sometimes. Thank you for the follow, Emma. Last 16 will be a shocker. Yeah, that's when it begins. Last 32. It's last 32 now. Knockouts, once that starts, that's when the World Cup really begins. That is when it is edge of your seat kind of stuff where every single second is crucial. You can't make a mistake. In the group, you can make a mistake because you have 2 other games to make up for it. And that's exactly what Messi did. That's what Argentina did in 22. They lost that first game. And listen, you can lose a game. It happens. They lost that first game and they ended up winning the World Cup. They ended up winning they ended up winning the World Cup. So it is possible Panama. I mean, I've said it. 4 hours, they won't get a goal. Let's see if they do get a goal. Let's see if they prove me wrong. Cross goes in. Headed away. Can Croatia break? Can Croatia break? I mean, Croatia on the counter as well. Free kick Croatia. Good thing is, I think we should be, yeah, for sure, Ryan, for sure. These guys are poor, really poor. Quality is just not there. And at that point, they'll be knocked out, nothing to play for, just pride. Beats American football. Glad you're admitting it. I am glad you're admitting it. Man, USA group in 22 had England, Iran. Yep, that was the group. Guys, there's 40 comments. I'm gonna go to the bottom because we're coming towards the end of the game, and this is the best bit. So I'm gonna go to the bottom and start again. Where are you with the comments? I mean, you guys are having conversations in here. Same with Spain in 2010. Spain 2010? What was I even talking about? Asla, I'll be honest. The heat and the boring games have zapped me of all energy. I think after this game, we're gonna have a coffee or a cup of tea. Yeah, this game has not been great either. I know we've seen a goal. It's a little bit more open than the England Ghana game, but there's no quality in that Panama team. If we qualify for round of 32, who do we play? Portugal. No, it'll be 3rd place in that group. Whoever finishes 3rd, as it stands. As it stands. Where are we with the comments? Same with Spain. If you man like liberal flat earther. Imagine England versus America. That would be crazy. Brian, we're gonna get England versus Mexico. I mean, if we win the group, it's gonna be England Mexico. That is gonna be one heck of a tough game. It's in Mexico. God knows. God knows what happens. Uh-oh, we're getting political. Guys, no politics, please. Just no politics, just football. We don't do any politics. We try not to anyway. Can you pronounce your channel name? It's Miran TV. Miran TV. Panama. It doesn't go down. It doesn't take the shot. They've taken a shot. And it's the second one. Livakovic with 2 saves. Appreciate it, Harris. When do you sleep? When the games are done. When the games are done. You think a tie will happen? Probably not. Probably not. Ghana got robbed. If is that if we win the table? Oh my, he's made another save. The keeper's turning up again. He did it in the first game against us. He's doing it again, this time against Panama. Thank you. No worries. Let's just keep it football related. No politics. None of that. Just football. We don't do politics here. You think one more goal? Blimey, Ghana got robbed. Yeah, Ghana got robbed. I have to be honest. Ghana did get robbed. No, they got robbed of a penalty, Ryan. We have to be honest. Like, it was a penalty. Because if that wasn't given to us, and that penalty should have been given. Like, let's say the roles were reversed, and we would have complained. We would have complained so much because we want to win games. We don't want to get draws. We don't want to lose. I'm gonna have to scroll down. Loads of comments. See what in saying chat. What time is it for you? It is 1:27. When do you sleep? When the games are done? Yeah, throwaway. That's when we sleep. That is when chat sleeps. When games are done. Games are almost done. I mean, after this, we've got one more game. It's the Colombia DR Congo game, and then after that, it's the third round of the group stages. So 4 more days and then knockouts. Knockouts are coming. I don't know if you guys are ready for knockouts because that is when the players are gonna get emotional when they lose. Like, yeah, that's when the World Cup becomes real. Right now, it's the big teams are going through. There's no real upset. Turkey, yes, dark horses. They're not a huge nation. When one of the big teams gets knocked out, just wait what happens. And it's gonna happen because only one team can win it. Only one team can win it. The World Cup's about to kick off. It kicks off in 4 days. It kicks off in 4 days. This game is fast, man. Well, last night, what happened in the Ghana game? Ghana defended for their lives and they defended well. They defended well. Thank you for your honesty. No worries. Will Croatia have a tactic for knockouts now? Just park the bus and wait for pens. They don't, because I don't think the players can last 120 minutes anymore. I don't think Modric can last more than about 57 minutes against England. They used to be able to do that when they had the legs. They don't have the legs. Perisic, he's 37. Even Kovacic, he's barely played any games for City. They don't have the legs, Croatia, for this. Especially if it's extra time, it won't work. I think the Ghana goalie is actually pretty good, to be honest. That Kane shot should have been a goal. Kane shot. Let's forget about it, man. We're still top. Croatia win puts us through, correct? I think we are through, no? I think we are, like, the going through thing is, it's all about finishing first. We can't finish second because don't think it's going to be a good draw if you finish second. But we're going to beat Panama. We should beat Panama. Like, if we don't beat Panama, Ghana's one thing. Panama is something completely different. We've played these guys before. We beat them 6-1. Harry Kane scored a hat-trick. Who y'all got? Colombia, DR Congo. Let's see. I think that'll be a very good game. Like, out of all the games that we've seen, obviously Portugal, Ronaldo, CR7, we're always going to watch it because of him and because of Portugal. This game hasn't been great. We've seen a goal. The next game, Colombia, DR Congo. Colombia, if they win that, overtake Portugal. DR Congo, if they lose, will be on 1 point. Their final game will be against Uzbekistan. That'll be a 3-pointer. Whoever wins it takes it. Whoever wins it takes third spot in the group. Let's see. I expect Colombia to do well. They played really well in their first game. Colombia, I'm guessing, yeah. I mean, with the players that they've got, Luis Diaz and the guys in midfield, James Rodriguez, you'd expect Colombia to get the win. But I said that about Portugal, and look how that turned out. I don't think Croatia will survive the knockout round. Yeah, they won't make 120 minutes. Like, if they're level in a game, 120 minutes, they don't have the players for it. Kramaric, these guys are all in their 30s. They are all in their 30s. 37 comments. We're going to the bottom, guys. Apologies, but we're in the last 17 minutes we want to watch. Where should I buy my Arsenal shirt from? I would get it from Arsenal if I was you, Harris. I'll be honest, because at Arsenal you can get the gold badge if you were to get a badge. You can't get that at Adidas, and you can't get it anywhere else. So get it from Arsenal if you want the badge. That is. If you don't really care, then just get it from wherever's easiest. Croatia entire front line is born in the 80s. The front line? What about the midfield? I think midfield is 80s too. Maybe not Kovacic, but Perisic and the other guy, what's his name? Modric. Yeah. Modric is 40 years old, but he was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic about 10 years ago. I think 10 years ago, he was probably the best midfielder in the world. Thank you for the follow, DRS Duck. Croatia will score again. I've won a total of... Okay, I mean, we don't do any of that here. No tips. You think Panama will score? Let's see. I need a tie. They will score one more. 82. Let's see. I need them to draw and England win against Panama, then we can go through. I need them to draw and England win against Panama, then we can go through. DRS, we're going to go through. I'm not worried. You shouldn't be worried. We're going to go through. We play Panama. We play this team that's playing right now, and look at them. They are poor. Really poor. Yeah, Modric carried them. I told you guys Harry Kane won't score. Panama finna score their only World Cup goal against Pickford. Nah, no chance. Man, Panama hasn't scored a single goal this entire World Cup, I think. Nope, he's panicking. Just enjoy the game, guys. Just enjoy the game. No BTTS. No BTTS. Let's enjoy the game. Let's see what happens. Modric. Croatia have a throw-in. Who thinks Croatia can get one more goal? Apple, you need over one. We're not doing tips here. BTTS in the group stage is a myth. Croatia is done to win, not lose. Stop hating on Croatia. Croatia is done to win? Croatia will win this game. Panama, I'm telling you, another 3-4 hours, they will not score a goal. There is nobody with quality in this team. And I don't mean to it sounds like I'm picking on Panama, but they just don't have it. There's nobody that has it. Like when Turkey did it, you looked at that team, there was Yildiz, there was Yilmaz, there was Güler, Çalhanoğlu. There's someone that could shoot from distance. Panama, I don't know who they've got. Like they can't even keep the ball in. They've kept it in. They're knackered now. Croatia will win this, but they will get out in the round of 32. Let's see if they finish second or third. Because Croatia, Ghana, listen, Ghana surprised me today. I think they surprised the whole world. So let's see. You never know. Ghana get a result. They don't lose. Ghana will finish above Croatia. They have good strikers, though. They've got decent strikers. They've got a player that plays in Spain. He's got 17 goals in 37 games, which is decent for Osasuna. Why do these refs feel like NPCs? I don't know. Probably because you haven't seen them manage before. Wait, what? Asa, what team do you support? Like club team, not international. Anyone sees Croatia one more goal. I don't care about this game. Croatia will beat Ghana. You think? They'll beat Ghana. Ghana are a hard team to beat. We saw that today. We did see that today. Ghana can't play with this Croatia team. I couldn't care less what happens here. And there you go. There's the quality. There is the quality from Panama. Imagine Ghana win the World Cup playing like that and going through on penalties every time. Like you got to do what you've got to do. If you can't beat the big teams playing open, then you've got to park the bus and try and play on the counter and Listen, today they could have had a penalty and we should have had a red card. So when you look at Ghana, you cannot criticize anything they've done. They've done everything spot on. Every single thing each player has done has worked. The defenders defended, the midfielders cut out passing lanes. We could not pass through the middle. It was constantly going out wide. Ghana have done everything right today. They can get no blame. And if listen, it's Ghana. The players a match up with England, the England players are better. But when you defend like that, 95, 100 minutes, and you should have had a penalty, they should have won that game. They should have had the penalty and won that game. So if they can do that again against Croatia, they'll finish with at least 5 points because they won't concede. They'll keep a clean sheet, and a clean sheet will see them on 5. And then knockouts, Spain couldn't break down Cape Verde. I get it, there was no Yamal and there was no Nico Williams starting, but if they do that again, Ghana against Spain, it might go to extra time. Extra time, you never know. That decision that went our way with Pickford, Unai Simon gets sent off. That decision that went our way with Konza, it's a penalty. Side netting. Yeah, Panama never scoring. Pompey. 08, is it 08 FA Cup champions? No way, Pompey. Yeah, I mean, I think it's because we've never seen these referees before. Majority of them anyway. Anyone see Croatia one more goal? 80 minutes on the clock. Panama are throwing every person forward. They're throwing everyone forward. Croatia have the opportunity to counter, but we've seen them counter once or twice. There's a chance here for Croatia. There is a chance here for Croatia. Free kick's going to be given, and it is. Free kick in a very dangerous position. Free kick in a very dangerous position for Croatia. You think Panama scoring? Not if they play for another 3-4 hours. They're not going to get a goal. Ghana's defense was playing, yeah, literally. Centre backs were great. I'd rather Ghana gets knocked out by a different team than having to watch another 90 minutes of that. Yeah, I mean, that's the way they're going to play. That is the way they're going to play. You can't criticize it because they don't have the players. I think if they have players like Kudus is a fantastic player. He's Ghanaian, he's not fit. If they have Kudus, they might play a different way. Or if they have 2 or 3 other players, they might play more attacking. But when you don't have the players, like Inaki Williams, I think 5 years ago, yeah. Now he's 32, 33. It's tough. Throwaways as Croatia ain't beating Ghana. Ghana is too athletic. Defensively solid. Ghana would be Croatia any day. Croatia can tie Ghana. That's about it. Let's see. The Panama game, England game. Modric goes off. See, against England, he went off in 57. And against Panama, he goes off 81. Huge difference because the midfield's completely different. Completely different. Do you get the Panini sticker albums? I used to, like, years ago, Elsie. Why have you been collecting them? Wait, who did you get? You said you opened a mini... What was it? A mini something. A mini FIFA... Mini FIFA. What was the... What was it? What did you get? What team? Was it Canada? Oh, deflected and over. Corner. You knows. I knows. I knows with Harry Redknapp. With Harry Redknapp. Biggest team in the South. Minus Brighton and Bournemouth. What have Brighton won? What have Bournemouth won? Bournemouth have made European football. So have Brighton. Thank you for the follow, Kang. Croatia will play Portugal or Colombia. Portugal or Colombia. That'll be a good game. Oh, can Panama counter? Ball goes forward. There's nobody there. It's going to come straight back. When Seoul went up to lift the FA Cup, Seoul, you had... Didn't you have Kanu? You had the striker. Who was the striker? You had Defoe, didn't you? Bro wanted to take the free kick. Listen, he came close, you know. The wall did a good job. I think that was going on target. It was a good free kick. I got Canada. It's actually really beautiful. I love it. Okay, great. Great. I think Canada, Switzerland will be a good game. If Canada can get a draw, they finish top of the group. Switzerland are going to go for the win. Carnu scored the winner. Yeah, it was Carnu. Then you have Defoe as well at the same time. Wasn't it Carnu, Defoe? Was it Cranchiar then as well? Nico Cranchiar. Was he there in 08? He used to score worldies. Unless England drew with Panama and Croatia beat Ghana, England get one of them. England are going to top this group. Today is just disappointing because it was the first time we played against a team that is just park the bus. It was a question of can we break them down, and we just couldn't do it. We're going to finish top of the group. But it's just disappointing because, like, it's the World Cup. You want to win the games. You want to put in good performances. I want the Arsenal players to shine. I want Madueke to shine. I want Rice to shine. Today it didn't happen. The other day it did. Against Croatia, Rice shined bright. Madueke did in the first half too. Saka did when he came on. Not to be today. Croatia beating Ghana. We went in the final. Yeah, Drogba scored a free kick, no? Didn't Drogba score a free kick against you? Was that you against you guys? He scored a great free kick, Drogba. It could be a completely different game. It's a while ago. What's everybody's second team they would like to win after their home nation? Second team. I think England are going to go all the way to the final. So I don't think England are going to get knocked out early. But my favourites, who I think are genuinely going to win it, is going to be France. What about you, Kirsty? Don't tell me Scotland. Even though Scotland, I hope they stay in, because they are good vibes. Massively disappointed with England, we all are. Told you Croatia will win. England come top. They play a third place team. Yeah, and that's key. That is key. And then it's Mexico in Mexico. Who do we get? Rogers? Let's see. I want Kvaratskhelia. If we're going to be completely honest, I want Kvaratskhelia or Kylian Mbappe. But Rogers, he's done it in the Prem. He's Premier League proven. I would not say no, honestly. I would say no to Solis, who I haven't seen play for 45 million. If that means it's only Solis and not Rogers, I would say no. However, if it's Rogers and Solis, I'm not going to complain. If it's Kvara or just Kvara, yes, please. But that's probably not going to happen. If Croatia wins, Ghana will likely roast them in the next game. Croatia is not playing well. They're not. They aren't. I thought they'd dominate more of the ball, they'd control the game. That's not been the case. It's not. This is literally how Panama played in the first game, where they just didn't have the quality. If Panama had 2-3 players with a little bit more quality, they could have maybe got a goal or two here, and against Ghana. But it's been the exact same thing. Panama almost got on the end of that. Who thinks Croatia will get? Let's see. Yeah, what a player. Wait, what a player to who? Cranchiar or to the Drogba free kick? I told you Croatia wins match at the start. Yeah, my second team, Japan. Yeah, Japan, dark horses. Let's see what they do against Sweden. Let's see what they do against Isak and Gyökeres. Because Sweden have to resort to what they did in the first game, which was park the bus and go long. They have the players for it. They've got two of them, and if Elanga starts, that's three. My second team is Argentina. For who? Messi to go back to back. The thing is with Messi is you just don't know. You don't know. Like Argentina are a terrible side. They're not terrible, but they're not a good side. They're an average side, but they've got Messi, and you just don't know. You just don't know what you can do. He scored 5 goals. They've scored 5 goals. He scored all of them. Panama cross headed away. So Panama are out. Yes, as it stands, they're out. Because England have 4 points. Even if they beat England, it won't be enough. They're not going to beat England. I can tell you that. Ghana's one thing. Panama is something completely different. Never. I'm doing the Panini Sticker Book 2. It's so much fun to do during half time. Who's the which players do you have from the big nations? By big nations as in the Brazils and Argentinas and French, German. We'll add US because it's being played in the US. Which players do you have? But yeah, I used to collect the stickers back in, I'm not sure, but definitely in a few of the tournaments. England will win it, if not Brazil. No Scotland, no party. My second team is Argentina. Everyone's going for Messi. Nobody's saying Ronaldo. What's going on? How much extra time? There's a minute and a half. I think 6 minutes, maybe. Hopefully, no big team comes third. I think it's in the Portugal group, so the likelihood is it's... Is it the Portugal group for England? I've checked the group so many times, but because there's so many teams, it's hard to remember exactly what team it is. As it stands, yeah, it's the Portugal group. As it stands, DR Congo, who are sitting in third. And the likelihood is, if Colombia win, because Portugal will be on 4 points, as long as Portugal don't lose, Colombia will be on 6. Yeah, so it probably is DR Congo. Mine's Spain, but I think France. It always used to be Brazil because I love the shirts and Brazil up until 2006, the most fun team to watch. Now, what do they have? It's not Brazil anymore. You speak for the sound. You speak for the sound, Arsenal fans. Yeah, just be honest. There's no point of you don't get that nowadays. That's why I started doing content. I think people just come on and just say anything really. Corner. Corner, 10 seconds to go. How much added time? Panama have a corner. They need to score to stay alive. Panama playing like Arsenal low block. Come on. The Arsenal low block would also include a 1-0 lead. Let's not forget. We won the league. 5 minutes. Corner goes in. Headed away. Panama have to throw everybody forward. Cross goes in. Can Croatia break? Can Croatia break? What was that? Free kick Panama. I thought it would have been a clear win. Me too. Me too. They've got the goal. Panama just don't have the quality. I don't know how they're going to score, Panama. Are they going to? They're not going to score. Japan, blue lock. Sweden, Japan. Yeah, that's going to be a very good game. Do you think Croatia will score again? Let's see. Let's see. Korea is my second team as I support Birmingham and make plays for Korea. Korea, who do they play? South Africa. South Korea, South Africa. Let's see what happens. What will be the extra time? 4 minutes left. Paraguay will win if they like to play hand. Paraguay will win. They will win it like... Wait, let me start that again. Paraguay will win it. They like to play... They'll get more red cards if they carry on doing that. Free kick Panama. Dangerous area. Can they make the most of this? This is a good chance. It's a very good chance. But who's going to hit it? Argentina back-to-back will be... That would end the debate. The debate that there shouldn't even be. It will be over. England was so poor today. Tell me about it. Argentina is nothing to talk about without Messi. 100%. Do you have a favorite African team in this tournament? Ivory Coast. But Ivory Coast messed it up. Adingra messed it up. And I don't know why. There's a player that plays for Ivory Coast. Used to play for my team. Doesn't play there anymore. But I really liked him, man. I really liked Pepe. I liked Pepe. It didn't work out. Yes, Portugal group, DR Congo at the moment, I believe. We're going to be seeing them play next against Colombia. I'd rather play a decent team, to be fair, get us actually playing. No, we need to be able to break down these teams. That's what we need to be able to do. Harry Kane missed it. O'Reilly came so close. I support Arsenal, Imad. Who do you support? That's my second team. If it's not England, it's Brazil. It's Brazil team. It's Brazil team. It's not Brazil. Neymar's going to come in maybe in the next game as a sub. It's still not Brazil. Panama, free kick. That's the quality I was talking about. What do they say? Ghana play like Arsenal. We usually do that and get the win. They didn't get the win. So not like Arsenal. Arsenal win. If Panama score this free kick, yeah. Croatia in transition has been bad. It has been bad. I'm looking forward to seeing Japan again. Japan-Sweden is going to be a great game. Korea is going to cook us. We don't have Okena in the mid. Let's see. Let's see. It's all on the line, that game. It's all on the line. Obviously, Mexico are going to change their team, but I still reckon they beat Czech Republic. Czech Republic have been disappointing in both games. South Africa came so close to winning right at the end. Who was the player, Fellaini, that took the shot and it was blocked? He didn't connect. I know you know what chance I'm talking about. Right at the end, there was a chance it fell to somebody in the box. They shot, but they never got a good connection. I'm live on Twitch as well. I haven't looked over though. I can't get over why he started at mid right back at left back. Who? Ivory Coast are decent. +7. I don't know. That's what's come up on the app. There's about 40 seconds left. Vinny Jr. needs to play better for Brazil to 100%. 100%. It's not even just Vinny. The rest need to. I mean, Cunha did step up against Haiti. State of that, like watching Pompey. That was a bad free kick. Of the African teams, Morocco will go far. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, Sweden Japan's going to be a good game. Sweden Japan. I think that's on the 25th. Is it the 25th? Sweden Japan. No, it's the 26th. Well, it's the midnight of the 26th. 12 o'clock. That'll be a very good game. Morocco quarters, I think, will meet France. Game over. Panama out. Panama have been knocked out. Croatia have got the win. Is it deserved? They've done enough. They've done enough. They play Ghana next. And it's a straight shootout between the two. Let's see who's going to finish second. I think England finished first. England are going to beat Panama. This Panama team, poor. So poor. We're going to finish top of the group, hopefully. And yeah, let's see. Let's see who finishes second. But as for now, Panama 0, Croatia 1. Croatia get the win. Croatia get the win. When you overhype a team, they tend to underperform. Yeah, I mean, Croatia have not been good. They've done enough, but I think they'll be disappointed. They had the opportunity here to sort out the goal difference. The goal difference is still -1. They're going to need a result against Ghana. At least a point. At least a point. But yeah, Panama, they're out. Out of the World Cup, eliminated. We lost group game of the tourney, then 2 slogs. Yeah, it's been 2 tough games to watch. Hopefully the next one, Colombia, they looked good in their first game against Uzbekistan. And we will be watching that. Let's see. Croatia should have scored 2. You watched the game. Croatia should have. On the counter, they had opportunities. I mean, one of the players tried to dink the keeper. The keeper stayed on his feet, and then I don't know what he did. Was it a shot? Was it a cross? Who was he looking for? What was he doing? What on earth was he doing? Now they have to beat Ghana. They don't have to beat Ghana. I think if they draw with Ghana, they'll be on 4 points. Ghana on 5. Both will qualify. Croatia beat them. Thank you for the follow, Lisa. Bro, if Messi wins it back to... It's Messi, you just don't know. It was Madiba. Yeah, that was the one. That was the one. That was the chance for Lenny. Get that? That goes in, 3 points. Anything against South Korea, and you probably qualify. Who scored the Croatia goal? It was Budimir. What time is England? They didn't play as they should. The game's done. The game's done. And brother, I'll be honest, you don't want to look at the highlights. Don't do it to yourself. There were no highlights. The highlights, what were the highlights? The highlights was Pickford coming off his line and them possibly having a penalty. If Panama had a good strike, they would have won this. If they had 2-3 players, they would have scored at least a goal in these first 2 games. Because they've got forward well, but once it gets into the box, they just don't want to score. They just don't want to score. They took their best striker off at half time. Thank you for the follow, Enrico. Enrico Martinelli. I'll read that out because Martinelli, I like that name. Who you got winning the World Cup then? Yeah, still France. That's not going to change anytime soon. Colombia is going to win. I think Colombia will win, but it's going to be a tough game because Uzbekistan, DR Congo, 2 completely different sides. DR Congo have got quality in that team, especially in the attack. Bakambu, Wissa, at the back, they've got experience. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. It kicks off in just over an hour. We will be there. Thank you for the follow, Pamela. Nico O'Reilly, yeah, the header that hits the bar is probably the highlight. You don't want to see Kane's shot. Saka has a shot from distance. Keeper gets down well. Gordon's chance is right at him. There's nothing. There is nothing. When is next game? Next game is in 1 hour and 2 minutes. 1 hour and 2 minutes. Oh god, he's a liability. When is next match? In 1 hour and 2 minutes time. It's Colombia against DR Congo. It's the final game of the second round. So after that game, every single team would have played every team would have played twice. Every team would have played twice after the next game. We will see who gets the final points, who's going to get the final win. Maybe the final draw. Let's see. Bro, people are saying US have an easy route to the semis. Not to the semis. It's going to be Spain in the quarters. It's definitely not an easy route to the semis. It will most definitely be Spain in the quarters. That's not easy. Spain are European champions. Thank you for the follow to Bedge. So what do you say now for Croatia? Croatia need to get a result against Ghana. A point, I think, will be enough. Let's see. Congo is tough. Yeah, it won't be easy for Colombia. Congo have good players. Hopefully it's not a boring low block game. Nah, Congo have attackers. They've got some good attackers. They've got wing backs, Wan-Bissaka, Masuaku. They've got good players. Next game is in Mexico. We will be there for the next game. Next game is in 1 hour and a minute. 1 hour, 1 minute. What happened to Belgium? The goalkeeper, Iranian goalkeeper. I don't know how he's made the save. He makes a great save, and Belgium looked poor. They need Doku to come back. Doku is suffering with some sort of virus. He needs to play the final game. He needs to play. Who will Croatia move forward? Croatia play Ghana on the 27th. Let's see what happens. Both teams don't want to lose. I mean, Croatia can't lose because goal difference already is -1. Croatia need at least a point. Bruno Fernandes won me. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes was good today. He was Manchester United, Bruno Fernandes. Croatia are so boring. Will Croatia move forward? Let's see. We'll find out on the 27th. What do you think about Canada? That will be a good game. Winner pretty much takes the group. A draw sees Canada take the group. As long as Canada don't lose, they will win the group. Croatia will beat Ghana. You will see. Let's see. Who you got, Colombia or Congo? We'll be back. We'll be back and we will discuss. Iran went into a defense mode the entire match. They had chances though, Iran. Iran had 2 chances. Taremi had the best chance. Straight at Courtois. Straight at Courtois. So how many total games right now? Right now, this was game number 45. 45? I think it's 45, yeah. I think this was the 45th game. Next game will be the 46th. Or am I... Wait, is this the 47th game? I'll have to look. I'll have to look. Croatia will definitely win against Ghana. You think Mexico will win against who? Mexico are through. Who you all got? Colombia? We'll see. We'll see. Thank you for the follow, Danny. I'm just going to quickly go through the comments. I feel bad for the way Iran have been treated. Yeah, they've got to do a lot of traveling. And at a World Cup, it's not fair. It's not fair. They've got one more game against Egypt. They're going to need to win. If they do, they'll be on 5 points. Let's see. Let's see if they can do it. Well, I think it's 45. I'll have to have a look, but I'm sure it's either 45 or 43. I think that was the 43rd game. But yeah, guys, it ends 1-0 to Croatia. Croatia get the win. They've got the job done. I guess you can say they've been the better team. They've had more of the clear-cut opportunities. They took the goal. They took the chance well. They got the goal. And yeah, Panama lose. Panama have been knocked out of the World Cup. They will play England, but they're going to finish fourth. There's no way they can finish any higher. They are out. Croatia play Ghana. Let's see who finishes second. I think England will finish first. But yeah, that match was a bit boring. You've got it spot on there, KT. It was a boring match. The next game, hopefully, will be a much better game. Croatia get the win, 1-0, Budimir with the goal. And yeah, Croatia, as it stands, 3 points. Ghana 4, England 4, Panama 0. Panama eliminated. And we will be there for the next game. The next game I'm expecting will be a good game. We will be there. Let's see. But yeah, guys, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the follows. Croatia get the win. Panama don't have the quality. They've been knocked out. Let's see what happens in the next game. It is Colombia against DR Congo, the last game of the second round in the group. But yeah, I will see you guys soon. I will be back in how many minutes? 42 minutes. I'll be back in 42 minutes and we go again for the final game. Colombia, DR Congo, before the final round of the groups begins. But yeah, see you guys soon. I will be back.